bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through crying, I'm through waiting, I'm through hoping against all hope. I'm through longing for something gone that'll never be mine. I think I finally learned to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through waiting, I'm through dreaming that the life I had is ever coming back. No more wishing on someone else's star that'll never be mine. I think it's time to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. And I've survived many times before, broken hearts and slamming doors. I'll be alright, yes I will once more. Just as I did back then, I'm gonna rise again. So bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. So bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new.
Good morning, and welcome to our Unitarian Universalist Community Church on this dreary Sunday morning. The rain is coming down. In Hungary, we have a saying we call "May rain, golden rain." So may it be golden rain indeed. Indeed, there's plenty of it. And welcome to our Sunday celebration service. And allow me to light the candle which is, or the chalice rather, the chalice which is the symbol of our faith. And it stands and it represents our truth-seeking nature. This is what we all have in common. We are curious about the truth, committed to it, and we're willing to seek it. We're willing to live in the question and not so much in the conclusions. So this morning, around this country and wherever Unitarian Universalists gather, we all light the chalice. So please join with me in doing so. And as we light the chalice, if you would like, say the words with me. In the light of truth and the warmth of love, we gather to seek, to sustain, and to share. Those of you who know me well know that I love people. I love meeting people. I love, of course, my old friends, and I also look always look forward to meeting new people. I have long ago found that I never know who I'm going to meet. Am I going to meet somebody who is going to bring me sorrow, or am I going to meet somebody who is going to make me smile, make me get in touch to the fullness of life, and help me dig deeper into who I am? Somebody who challenges me to grow and just enriches my life experience. I never know who I'm going to meet. And by nature, I'm an optimistic person. And I always tend to believe that whoever I meet will be of the latter kind. So 3 years ago, I met a boy, a child. He was only 19. And we were in a coffee shop, and I was interviewing him for the music director position. And he was just so cute. He came in there with his little hat on his head. We were at Water Street on the on Oakland Drive, and he was so enthusiastic, and he had this $1 million smile. And when I first saw him, I thought, geez, music director, church, serious position, and this child shows up. And then we started talking, and I thought, wow, I think this could work. I think this might be really awesome. And so I went back to the board and the church, and I said, yeah, I enthusiastically would like to offer him the position, which we did do. And I have to tell you, we never looked back. It's been a wonderful journey. And so life is weird. So those of you who are watching and who have not attended our church in person, or who haven't attended for long enough, may not know that, of course, I'm talking about Nick, our music director. And you also don't know that he just graduated from Western. And we've known it when we hired him, that when he graduates from Western, he will go on to do greater, better things and further his studies, and we would lose him. And so we were only going to have him till the end of May. We started a new search for a new music director. And so we also planned the celebration service for Nick to thank him for being with us for 3 years, and 3 very, very good years, Nick. And of course, then the pandemic came and we became virtual. And now we realize that as long as we are virtual, we can have Nick from wherever. But since we've already prepared this, so Nick, you probably won't get another big goodbye service and celebration from us. But this is the one we planned for you. And so, yes, we feel the same, Nick, absolutely the same way. So Mary and Lauren put together a presentation for you, Nick. And I invite all of you to join in now and watch this presentation. And then I will come back and say a few more words. So Nick, just sit back, relax. This is for you, honey. We love you. I know it's going to happen.
Embedded in this presentation, there will be videos of Nick's music and singing. We so appreciate the home videos that were shared with us, and Mary and I do apologize if we were not able to improve the sound quality. So, this morning is about you, Nick. The video we have created, Mary and I, with the wonderful support of your mom, Dawn, is so that the community will know the foundation that brought you to us and how we as your community are honored to have you as a member. I'm not sure how to do this. How can I describe someone so special in plain old words? And how can I possibly sum up the feelings and memories that we have built with you, Nick, over the past 3 years? Nick, you are a fiery spark, full of love and determination, sharing your talents and skills freely with all of us. Nick, you are always challenging yourself to grow, to better yourself as a person and as a professional. Turn around, and you are young, just starting out on your life journey. From the loving arms of parents and grandparents, you began exploring the world around you. Your mom and dad made a choice to work opposite shifts, so you and your brother were not alone. And at an early age, your Nana surprised you with group lessons to Vola music for piano. You so impressed your teachers that they encouraged your parents to continue training with private lessons. They said yes, and you were off and playing. Your mom shared that you discovered you were able to carry a tune, so private voice lessons with Sherry O'Connor followed. You have taken that early beginning and continue to learn, grow, and share your knowledge with others. Over the years, you have competed in the American Guild of Music, winning many awards, certificates, and trophies. Words cannot adequately express how much your music has enhanced my worship experience and touched my soul. Each week, I eagerly anticipate the music and message you will share with us. You have made me feel deep joy and broken me open in the best way with your gifts. I will miss you. I wish you much success as you move on to achieve your dreams. With love and gratitude, Regina Nelson. You came into our lives here at UUCC and turned our world upside down. You helped us to see the possible in the impossible. You challenged us to step outside our comfort zone and supported us with encouragement and honesty. You brought a plethora of music genres to our attention, examining the value and contribution of each one and how it relates to who we are and how we choose to live. And you did all of this with that huge, bright smile and wonderful sense of humor. I would not be the person I am today without having had you in my life. I thank you for this. I have grown, and for this, I am immensely grateful. Your energy and grace will always hold a special place in my heart. The world needs you to be you. Wishing you all the best. Stay in touch. With sincere gratitude, Aaron Michael. A couple of weeks after returning to work for UUCC in May 2019, I was asked to lead the annual Religious Education Sunday service. I decided to start the service with a story about a rabbit who interrupted an important meeting with his singing and drumming. I barely knew Nick at that point, but I asked if he might be able to play the role of the rabbit and drum while I told the story. He threw me one of his $1,000,000 smiles and said, "Sure." And then we really didn't get a chance to talk about it or practice it. All I was able to do was throw a written copy of the story at him and give some rushed instructions between the end of choir practice in the beginning of the service that Sunday morning. I admit I was a little worried about how it would go, but when the service started, I forged ahead and began to tell my story. Nick set up the drum behind me, so I couldn't see what he was doing. All that I know was that he stole the show by putting 100% into the performance, even going so far as to bang on the drum with his feet while the congregation roared with laughter. I knew at that moment that it was going to be a joy to work with Nick, and he hasn't disappointed. My only regret is that our time as colleagues at UUCC has been so short. Best wishes for the future, Nick. Kind regards, Miriam. Nick, I wanted to share some of my fond memories of you. Teaching us music notations around a table with highlighters available in choir practice. I especially enjoyed because I already had some prior knowledge of it. At a rehearsal for Our Town, you gave me such useful, direct, and kind feedback, suggestions, and ideas to consider for a significant amount of time. Thank you for the personal attention. Kimberly Ridley.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats. Retired and active military not in uniform can keep their hats on and render the hat salute as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, tonight being performed by Nicholas Sienkiewicz.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Nick, you and Tyler were part of the Navy Sea Cadet Corps, NSCC, program for 5 years. NSCC is a congregationally chartered, U.S. Navy-sponsored organization that serves to teach individuals about the seagoing military services, U.S. naval operations and training, community service, citizenship, and an understanding of discipline and teamwork. This organization introduced you to Sandcastle's Grief Youth Camp, where you volunteered and still volunteer as a camp counselor. Sandcastle's Grief Support Program, established in 1997 by Henry Ford Hospice, believes that every child and teen deserves the opportunity to grieve in a supportive, nurturing environment. Grieving youth ages 3 to 18 are offered a safe place where they can interact with peers who have experienced similar losses, learning lifelong coping skills, and begin a healthy healing process. Participants learn how to identify and express their feelings and, in doing so, empower one another. Your mom said your other love, math and science, came easy to you. You loved investigating, figuring out the formulas/processes, and how it all worked together. In high school, you have performed in several school plays: Grease, 9 to 5, and Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. You also won the prestigious 2017 Medallion Scholarship at Western Michigan University. Your 2 degrees from Western, biochemistry and choral music education, are the natural result of those loves. I remember you talking about organic chemistry with a gleam in your eye, and your employment with Zoetis allowed you to apply your learning in real-world settings. When you first came to us in November 2017, you listened, learned our ways, and then you encouraged everyone, no matter our singing experience, to join your choir. You taught us how to stretch our voices, learn to hear harmony, and to blend our voice well. And all that training accumulated in your vision of a community-wide concert. 5 different choirs were showcased individually and then in chorus. Thank you, Nick, for that opportunity.
You hit at my ear. I turn and it fades away, and you're not here. And oh, the green hat left inside. Without you, what are they for? I'll always feel no more than halfway real till I hear you sing once more.
Best wishes, Nick, as you move on to a master's degree program in choral conducting. I commend you for the outstanding program you designed, promoted, trained, and conducted on November 2nd, 2019. The Kalamazoo Community Choral Concert was an amazing performance of area singers at their best. A treat for the crowd of music lovers who gathered in the First Presbyterian Church, Kalamazoo. You exhibited skills in organizing and producing a major concert of energetic and talented singers and choral groups. By rehearsing the singers from Peoples and UUCC, you generated a collaboration that benefited from your nurturing. Best wishes as you use your musical talents and your organizational skills throughout your career. Peace, joy, and love, Judy Halseth. Nick, you have truly raised the spirit and vibration of our church through your presence and your music. Your loving, affirmative positivity always brought out the best in us in choir rehearsals and performance. We're excited to see you do amazing things, and we'll miss you terribly. Darby Fetzer.
Hi, everybody, and Nick. Nick, we want to say how much we've appreciated you in the last 2 years playing and singing for us and with us.
And 2 of my favorite things that you have done for the UUCC community and the Kalamazoo community are, number 1, getting our chorale back together and with such zest and interest and fun, and also the huge community concert that you pulled together for all of Kalamazoo, and you really made Kalamazoo rock downtown. Another thing that I really personally enjoyed so much was the day that you gave the service on African American music in USA. That was so innovative and terrific. Thanks, Nick.
And Nick, I especially want to wish you good luck at IU, and I hope you come back to see us once in a while and let us know how you're doing. We've been sitting here reading hymns that you've played for us out of our hymnal. So now it's time to say goodbye and let there be a dance.
Some weeks, it was hard to motivate myself to drive to church for choir rehearsals. Once I was there, I was glad. Warm-ups were fun, such as Damn Cat and Warm Chocolate Chip Cookie that is ooey gooey. I looked at some of the pieces we would be singing and thought, no way will we pull this off, especially the Hungarian Christmas song. Nick, you lead every rehearsal with patience and positivity, even after singing a piece 10 times. You wanted each song to be perfect, and somehow you knew we could sing whatever you had planned. The highlight for me was the choral concert at First Presbyterian. Our small choir sounded so awesome. I was so proud to be one of its members, and to be part of the community chorus was amazing. Oh, love still makes me cry. Thank you, Nick, for wonderful memories. Pat Fuhrer. Nick, do you remember when in the spring of 2018, after you collaborated with me on the song for Mother Jones, you said, how would you like to collaborate on doing a play? I said yes, and so, out of that conversation, Open House Theater was born. Our first presentation, Our Town, was, in spite of some unexpected setbacks, successful. We were well on our way to planning our next event when COVID-19 came along and put everything on hold. And even during this time, we continue to discuss ideas on what we can create. It has been great being your student in choir. I have found a new confidence to singing out loud. I have been honored and delighted to be your partner in Open House Theater. Nick, the last 3 years have been a wonderful journey for us. Watching you grow into the choral master, a leader in innovation for small choirs, and taking on the role of a presenter at Sunday service. The words, the sharing contained within this presentation, pale in comparison with the song of appreciation within our hearts. As a sign of our gratitude, we have this beautiful quilt for you, and as you go forward in your life, we know you will feel the love and support that this community surrounds you with.
Nick, when the gods were handing out gifts and talents, I believe that their sack broke open and quite a bit of everything fell into you. You're a lucky fella. There's so many gifts and beauty, and you have a heart, my boy. So we've all been touched, and let me tell you something. To serve a church for 3 years without people rumbling, it's a miracle. And you've pulled it off, and you did that because you're genuine, you're honest, and let your beautiful heart keep leading the way. And if you follow that, then sometimes I'm sure you will take some turns that your heart didn't mean for. Just find your way back to it. Just always, always listen to your heart. I personally am grateful to you because I've learned to completely trust your leadership in music. It's like I just don't worry about it. And that is amazing for a minister. That is a relief. And that is to not have stress in one area is amazing. So I am infinitely grateful to you for that. Whoever steps in your shoes has a huge space to fill. And I do hope that we will have the wisdom and the heart and the kindness to let them be themselves and not want them to be you. So I will leave you with some advice from Hafiz, who, of course, is wiser than I could ever be. And then I will part with words from Rumi. Hafiz, the difference between a good artist and a great one is the novice will often lay down his tool or brush, then pick up an invisible club on the mind's table and helplessly smash the easels and jade. Whereas the vintage man no longer hurts himself or anyone and keeps on sculpting light. And then, in the words of Rumi, goodbyes are only for those who love with their eyes, because for those who love with heart and soul, there is no such thing as separation. So Nick, may you never forget us. I know we will never forget you. And thank you, thank you, thank you, honey. So now, I imagine, Nick, that you probably have some feelings, and you chose a song for us to sing. If it's yours to sing it, sing it. If something else comes up for you to play, play it. It is entirely in your hands. And for those of you watching, thank you for joining us. We're grateful. If you've not known Nick, rest assured that you have watched a celebration of a great guy who will go on to do great things in life, and we will be lucky to follow you from a distance or however we can. I have no doubt, Nick, that wherever you go, blessing you shall be. And so those of you who are watching, thank you for joining us, and join us in celebrating this great guy and blessing him on to his future, so he can be everything that he's come here to be, and that's a lot. And also join us in supporting our spiritual community with your gifts as you can. And Nick, take it away.
Thank you. I don't want to spend a lot of time speaking, but that really meant a lot to me, and I can't begin to tell you how transformative the experience of being at UUCC has been, and I've never been with such a wonderful, loving community before that's supported me in everything I've done, and I am forever grateful. And you said that I could change it, but I feel as if this song is kind of the bread and butter of our congregation and my time here. So yeah, all right. Well, here we go. Hand in hand, stone by stone, help me build our sacred home. Hand in hand, stone by stone, help me build our sacred home. This house is built on love. This house is built with faith. This house is gonna stand for good forever and a day. Come on down this path with me to the place where the road ends, beyond, beyond, beyond. Hand in hand, stone by stone, help me build our sacred home. Hand in hand, stone by stone, help me build our sacred home. People gonna see us speaking out. People gonna see us holding strong. Everybody gonna sing out loud. Come on, sing along. Come on down this path with me to the place where the road ends, beyond, beyond, beyond. Hand in hand, stone by stone, help me build our sacred home. Hand in hand, stone by stone, help me build our sacred home. It's the church of the open mind. It's the church of the loving heart. It's the church of the helping hand. Everybody plays a part. Come on down this path with me to the place where the road ends, beyond, beyond, beyond. Hand in hand, stone by stone, help me build our sacred home. Hand in hand, stone by stone, help me build our sacred home. I don't need to be afraid of the dark, 'cause you love me the way that I am. Promise me you'll keep showing up again and again and again. Hand in hand, stone by stone, help me build our sacred home. Hand in hand, stone by stone, help me build our sacred home. Hand in hand, stone by stone, help me build our sacred home. Hand in hand, stone by stone, help me build our sacred home.
Wonderful, Nick. Thank you so much. And now, go and be the light you've come here to be. It is the only way to celebrate this life that's been given to you as a gift. And for those of you who are with us on Zoom, as soon as we extinguish the chalice, we will go into coffee hour. And those of you who are watching us live on Facebook, thank you for joining us. We will sign off from you, and we'll see you next week. And now we will extinguish the chalice. And will you still please say the words with me, or just listen? We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And so it is.